This is a Headlines Today impact story. The government has finally ordered a probe into the functioning, the operations and the business model of online marketing agency and website Speak Asia. There have been raids on several franchises of this company in Lucknow and several other places. The government has decided and has told Headlines Today it is taking the information from our investigation and will act to find out all it can to possibly save consumers from any more loss. Remember, there are 19 lakh investors in this company, 19 lakh people who've put their money into this company. I want to get in a word from Professor Sriram Khanna. He's the managing editor of Consumer Voice. He's with us here on Headlines Today. Professor Khanna, what do you think the future of Speak Asia and companies like it is? Have you heard about Speak Asia before? Have you ever had a sense of what's behind these operations and how they function?
The only time I've heard of this company is on television in the last 2 days. Your channel and one more channel has put out this story.
Yeah.
But I would say that what you are telling in this story is nothing different from what many representations that are made in the market every day. A buyer of a consumer who's buying goods and services gets representations, what they speak, what they write in their brochures, etc., in various ways. If it is untruth, if it is misrepresentation, it is illegal. Yes, you can take it. And it's known as an unfair trade practice. Unfair trade practice is actionable under the Consumer Protection Act. If money is being raised, then SEBI comes into the picture. If the banks are involved, it's the RBI in the picture. And if other kinds of companies are in the picture, then it's the Department of Corporate Affairs. But what happens when an entity based in Singapore is doing it in the Indian soil? Their legal locus does not rest in the Indian shores. So neither the RBI nor the SEBI nor the Department of Company Affairs have legal powers to take them to task. So I would welcome the inquiries that you have just mentioned. But let's look at the reports. Most inquiries actually don't get anything, because the people make money and they go away, and the investigators, have sand slipping through their hands. So I am not too optimistic about what the government might like to claim. And I challenge whichever government authority is to bring facts about this case and similar cases where operators are based outside India and are doing business via the internet. India does not have any law on B2C commerce in the international scale. And even if it had one, it would need to have treaties with other countries, because it's not, you can't make a law by the Indian Parliament and enforce it in France or in Singapore or in Germany. There is the OECD code on B2C commerce, which is applied all over Europe. Maybe we need government needs to think of how to control internet commerce.
There is not much optimism to be had over how the government will actually be able to crack down on Speak Asia. But until then, consumers don't really have a choice. At least the government has decided to intervene and to step in and see if it can take at least some sort of action against Speak Asia. Thanks very much for joining us, Professor Khanna, with your views on how consumers can actually guard themselves against such companies. We're going to go across live back now to Bangalore, where the Chief